I used to think the most dangerous decision in my life was agreeing to eat my friend's high-protein brownies that turned out to be made from black beans and unprocessed regret. But then 2025 arrived, bringing with it a moment of delusional courage that would redefine my entire understanding of physical suffering. There I stood, staring myself down in the bathroom mirror, illuminated by the soft hum of LED lights that promised youth but delivered disappointment. But then 2025 arrived, and with it, a moment of delusional courage that would redefine my entire understanding of physical suffering. There I stood, staring myself down in the bathroom mirror, illuminated by the soft hum of LED lights that promised youth but delivered disappointment. And I said the words no rational human should ever say, I'm going to try every fitness trend this year. Every single one. This, by the way, is how documentaries about disastrous expeditions begin. A brave soul, a dangerous quest, a complete absence of common sense. But I was committed, prepared, motivated. Okay, no, I was none of those things. But I had the one ingredient required for all modern fitness journeys: a mild identity crisis. And so, with the determination of someone who once quit a workout because their shoelace felt emotionally loose, I began. The first trend was sync fasting, a fasting method based on your circadian rhythm, your hormonal profile, and allegedly lunar gravitational pull, which, according to its founder, reminds the cells who they really are. I asked a chronobiologist about that. She blinked slowly and said, absolutely not. But scientifically, syncing meals with circadian rhythms does support glucose regulation, appetite hormones like ghrelin and leptin, and mitochondrial efficiency. Which sounds cool, until you're 12 hours in and contemplating whether chewing on a decorative houseplant counts as breaking your fast. By hour 16, I gained heightened senses. Food smelled louder. Colors tasted delicious. I Googled, how many almonds equal enlightenment? By hour 20, I began bargaining with the universe like it had customer support. But then, clarity. Actual biochemical clarity. My insulin response improved. My energy evened out. My mood stabilized. Well, stabilized-ish. Sync fasting worked, but the hype? The hype tried to convince me I'd unlock cosmic secrets. Please. The only cosmic secret I unlocked was that I will absolutely punch anyone who eats a burrito in front of me mid-fast. Next came AI personal trainers 3.0, or as I call them, robot overlords for your glutes. These things analyze everything: posture, muscle activation, step cadence, heart rate variability, whether you've emotionally recovered from your breakup. Probably the last 5 things you Googled. I'm not sure. My AI greeted me on day 1 with, user readiness low, consider resting. Excuse me? I hadn't even failed yet. At least let me disappoint you properly. During my squat session, it corrected me in real time. Knees out. Chest up. Stop thinking about snacks. The emotional damage was deep, but the biomechanics were flawless. My form improved, my strength increased. And the day it said performance, marginally acceptable, I felt like I'd been knighted by the queen. Then came thermo-contrast conditioning, also known as how to experience both heaven and hell in under 3 minutes. The sauna portion felt like entering a sacred purification chamber. My pores opened, my muscles relaxed. I communed with every bad decision I'd ever made. It felt cleansing. Then the cold plunge. Scientists call it a sympathetic nervous system shock. I call it why I briefly saw my childhood memories. The moment my body hit that 38-degree water, everything inside me screamed in the voice of a Victorian child begging for mercy. My soul tried to exit the premises. My heartbeat did Morse code for what is wrong with you. But afterward? Euphoria. Norepinephrine surging. Inflammation reduced. Recovery boosted. I felt like I could wrestle a mountain lion and negotiate fair terms. Then the chaos arrived. Zero-gravity training pods. Imagine being suspended like a piñata filled with self-doubt, while a machine simulates Martian gravity levels to improve joint mobility. According to actual physics, reducing compressive force can enhance movement patterns and spinal decompression. According to me, it's fun if your idea of fun is slowly rotating and panicking. My pod tilted, I panicked. My pod spun, I panicked harder. At one point, I performed what the pod identified as error unclassified movement pattern. Same, pod, same. But afterward, I felt weightless. My back felt brand new. For a brief, shining moment, I moved like someone who doesn't audibly grunt when standing up. And then, oh yes, the trend that society wasn't ready for, micro-workout stacking. Scientifically, these short bursts elevate VO2 max, support mitochondrial biogenesis, improve metabolic flexibility, and regulate glucose. Translation, they work disturbingly well. Socially, you become a menace. I did squats while microwaving soup, lunges while brushing my teeth, tricep dips during a Zoom meeting with my camera tragically on. My boss watched me like I was performing an interpretive dance about career dissatisfaction. Embarrassing, yes. Effective, painfully, yes. By week 2, I felt like a hummingbird with superior glutes. Then came the unexpected love of my life, metabolic flow training. No punishment. No speed. Just breathwork, slow mobility, fascia release, nervous system regulation. My body felt seen. My spine whispered thank you. This was the first trend that didn't treat me like a machine that needed optimizing. It treated me like a human that needed space. Peace. Presence. But just when my spirit felt restored, technology arrived once again to ruin my life. The hyper-wearable biosuit. This suit tracks everything. Hydration levels, electrolyte concentrations, muscle activation, body temperature, respiration rate, even micro patterns in your sweat. Who asked for this? No one. Who bought it anyway? Me, because I have the impulse control of a caffeinated toddler. The suit announced my stats out loud. Not quietly. Not respectfully. During a jog, it loudly declared, hydration levels critically low. A man on a bicycle tossed me his water bottle like I was a wilted houseplant. Too much honesty. Too much data. Too many strangers thinking I wasn't going to make it. And then came the trend that healed more than my body. It healed my humanity. Community performance circles. No competition. No comparing. No pretending. Just people, real people, sharing their progress, their struggles, their tiny wins, their not-so-tiny setbacks. There were laughs. There were tears. And for the first time all year, I realized this is what fitness is supposed to feel like. Connection, support, accountability, a reminder that showing up is the real accomplishment. So after surviving the trends of 2025, some brilliant, some unhinged, all educational, here's the truth. There is no miracle trend. There is no golden shortcut. There is no perfect diet, hack, or gadget that replaces fundamentals. You want results? Move your body. Fuel it well. Rest deeply. And surround yourself with people who clap for you when you do 2 sloppy push-ups with terrible form. Everything else is just style points? And if you ever decide to try every fitness trend in a single year, call me. Not because I can help, but because I want the front row seat to that chaos. Now, if you enjoyed this journey, my suffering, my near-death cold plunges, my emotional damage from robotic trainers, then do the one thing that keeps this channel alive in the cruel hands of the algorithm gods. Tap that like button like your micro-workout stacking your thumb. Subscribe before your AI trainer decides to judge your life choices again. And share this with someone who desperately needs a guilt-free reason to laugh at fitness trends instead of falling for them. Take care of yourself. Move with purpose. Eat something nourishing. And for the love of all things holy, please, please, don't let a biosuit yell at you in public. Yeah, boy!